Procrastination. It's a silent thief. It creeps into our lives, often unnoticed, stealing our time, our potential, and our dreams. We know what we need to do. We know what's at stake. Yet we wait. We delay. We find excuses, distractions, anything to avoid the task at hand. But here's the harsh truth. Every time you procrastinate, you are not just delaying a task. You are delaying your own success. Imagine this. Every day you wake up with a limited amount of energy, a limited amount of focus, and a limited amount of time. Each day is a new opportunity to build something great, to move one step closer to your goals. But when you procrastinate, you are giving that precious time away. You are handing over your potential to the void, allowing opportunities to slip through your fingers like sand. And the most painful part? We convince ourselves that tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow we'll be motivated. Tomorrow we'll get things done. But here's the truth. Tomorrow is a lie. It doesn't exist. The only moment that is real, the only time you have any control over, is right now. Tomorrow is just a comforting illusion we use to justify our inaction today. Why do we do this? Why do we push away the things we know will bring us closer to the life we want? It's simple, because procrastination is rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of discomfort, fear of the unknown. It's easier to stay in our comfort zone, to avoid the work, than to face the reality that achieving something great requires effort, discipline, and sometimes struggle. But here's what we need to understand. Success is not a result of motivation. It's a result of action. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But action, that's something you can control. You can choose to act, even when you don't feel like it. You can choose to move forward, even when it's uncomfortable. And the secret to overcoming procrastination lies in this truth. You don't need to feel ready to begin. You just need to start. You see, procrastination is a habit. It's a pattern of behavior that we fall into over and over again. But the good news is, habits can be broken. It starts with one simple decision: to stop letting fear control you and to start taking small, consistent actions toward your goals. You don't need to conquer the entire mountain in one day. You just need to take one step, then another, and then another. Think about the moments in your life when you've achieved something meaningful. Did it come easily? Did it come without effort? No. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of small, often uncomfortable actions taken over time. And this is the key. Success is not about making one grand move. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. The next time you feel the urge to procrastinate, stop and ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Am I avoiding discomfort? Am I afraid of failing? Am I delaying because the path is unclear? Recognize that this fear is natural. Everyone experiences it. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is this. Successful people feel the fear and act anyway. They understand that action creates clarity and that waiting for the perfect moment is a recipe for inaction. Here's the truth. There will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a time when everything is aligned, when you feel fully ready, when all distractions disappear. Life is messy. It's full of uncertainty, obstacles, and setbacks. But none of that matters if you just take the next step. If you can train yourself to act, to move forward despite the discomfort, despite the fear, you will accomplish more than you ever thought possible. Procrastination doesn't just delay your work. It delays your growth, your progress, your evolution. The longer you wait, the more opportunities you miss. The time you spend avoiding the task at hand is time you could have spent building something extraordinary. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be isn't talent or intelligence. It's action. The people who achieve great things are not necessarily the smartest or most talented. They are the ones who consistently take action, even when it's hard. Imagine where you could be a year from now if you stopped waiting. Imagine the goals you could achieve, the progress you could make, if you decided today, right now, that procrastination will no longer hold you back. Every day is a chance to move forwards, to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be. But that can only happen if you act. It's time to stop delaying your success. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, the right mood, or the ideal circumstances. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the decision to act. You don't need to be motivated. You don't need to be inspired. You just need to begin. Because here's the final truth. In the end, your success will not be determined by what you planned to do or what you dreamed of doing. It will be determined by what you actually did. So stop waiting, stop delaying, stop letting procrastination steal your future. Today is the day you take control. Today is the day you stop making excuses. Today is the day you start building the life you want, one action at a time.